authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another session here in Reader's Magnet's featured author interview. My name is Leah, and I am your host for today. With me is one of the Reader's Magnet's featured author, and of course, one of the most valuable author we have here in Reader's Magnet. Let's all welcome Jeanne Tiefenbach-Henderson, author of the book Madonna of the Ways. She will be sharing to us what this book is all about, her being an author, and what inspired her to write this book. So, yeah, how are you doing, Jeanne? Welcome to Reader's Magnet's featured author interview.
Thank you, Leah. Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much for that. You know what? I am very excited to have this interview with you. Of course, about your book, and I'm pretty sure that you're fans too. So, yep, this is the moment that we've been waiting for. So, yeah, Jeanne, I wanted to ask, do you have your book with you right now? Can you show us to our viewers?
I do. This is the book,
Okay, wow.
and it's
Very, uh-huh. Such a beautiful cover. Thank you so much for that, Jeanne. Now, I wanted to start with the title, Jeanne. Can you tell us what does the title mean, Madonna of the Ways?
the ordinary ways in life. Throughout the whole day, we just do regular, ordinary things, and it's nothing very special. We might be sweeping the floor, or washing the dishes, or taking care of a child, taking care of an elderly relative. Um, Working in the garden. All of these things are just ordinary tasks, but they are the common ways that we can pray. And so we take Mary with us, and the illustrations in the book are about
Uh-huh.
Mary doing these ordinary things along the way in an ordinary day.
Wow. So I must say that this book is, just about something like advocating mother, woman's effort, love with all wonderful thoughts of, about compassion, dedication, but somehow I think that is also raising one's voice to, really step up telling people, the importance and value of being a woman,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. I mean, men can appreciate this as well.
Uh,
It's just the fact that we don't have to, I mean, yes, we can, pray any way that we want, but a prayer
mhm,
that is a simple and from the heart, from your merry heart, is heard,
mhm.
and is so sincere. It's powerful.
Wow. This is truly an inspiration, Jeannie. Now, can you tell us or can you share to us the events that led you to writing this book?
Okay, sure, certainly. Well, first most, I'm not an author as much as I'm an artist, and so
Mhm, right.
behind me I have some of my more current paintings. But I was inspired by a friend who I saw a statue of Madonna of the Kitchen. And the very next day, I drew 37 images of Mary, doing ordinary things. I thought, well, if there could be a Madonna of the kitchen, then there could be a Madonna of the garden, or of the sick room, or the chapel. And I came up with these 9 chapters and the 37 images.
Wow, so that's the story behind you writing this book. So it's like a calling by that specific image. There's this inspiration that, hey, I wanted to write something about women, about Mary. So
Hmm.
that's where Madonna of the Ways came from.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much for that, Jeannie. You know what, Jeannie? I must say that this is really like a beautiful piece of an art. I mean, from the illustration, the concept, I mean, it's more than an art, right? From your art, your religious beliefs, in this book, you has beautifully combined the two. The roles most women can let's say identify with, especially with the experience in our lives as well as the insights about your book. This is truly an inspiration, Jeannie. And I wanted to also ask, what was the impact of writing this book to you and to your loved ones?
Well, it actually kind of grew legs and told me what to do. Once I drew the images, I realized that this needed to be a book, and so I reached out to several friends, and I collaborated with a couple people creating the meditations that went with the
Mm,
artworks, and so it became almost like a community. When I was writing this book, I was participating in a play, a passion play, which is basically the story of the Passion of Jesus. And So the cast is probably in the neighborhood of about 100 people. And we spent the entire weekend together, every weekend for 8 weekends, uh, performing this play in a 500-mile radius from where I lived. So that community helped me with this book as well, and so they are very, very emotionally attached to the success of this book and how it goes. And this is now its third printing, so I'm very excited to see how it's really being loved and embraced.
Wow. So from the service we give to our family and friends, or also the gifts from our loving one and only God, right? This book is going to be like, I can tell that it's going to be a sheer recognition of love and support to all women out there. I mean, not just women, but I know every people, every type of people, every what to call, with all the generations we have right now, I can tell that this is really an inspiration book. You have Jeannie, and I do think that we already have. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we already have a viewer. So here, for those who are watching us live, you can grab a copy of Jeannie's book, Madonna of the Ways, available in Amazon.com, and of course her website, JeanneHenderson.com, and you may also follow her on all the social media platforms she have. You know, right now, Jeannie, I can tell that this is really going to be a great platform for you in promoting your book, doing this interview. And of course, we also wanted to say thank you so much for this. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people who really wanted to discover, because I can tell, me personally, I think I also, I really wanted to have your book as well, because this is more than like a guidance, right? An inspiration. Now, I also wanted to ask Jeannie, during the process of writing this book, have you ever considered, using a different title of it?
The title just kind of grew out of what it was. But I wanted to mention, if I could, that the book is about Mary, but Mary is all about her son Jesus. And if you look at the Hail Mary, the prayer, it's called the Hail Mary. Very in the middle of the Hail Mary, and you start, the first half is from Scripture, then is Jesus, and then the second half of the Hail Mary is a petition. That's the way the book is written, because it has the Hail Mary and other prayers written throughout the book, but the center
Mhm.
of the book is really just to find Jesus in others and be a service, and have Jesus in your merry heart.
Wow, very wonderful, Jeannie. Now, what is you're writing this book? I wanted to say to also ask this personally. Is there like a most surprising moment that you discovered while writing this book?
I think it was more about the way that I wrote the book. It's a little bit of an interesting story. Um,
Mm,
I painted all 37 images in 3 days in my basement,
wow.
and because I wanted them to all to be kind of similar, and they came out very primitive. It's not like I didn't mess with them. I didn't go back and fix them. I left the mistakes the way they were, just because I'm human and people
Mhm.
need to just see the simplicity of it. Um,
Right.
and my children would send me movies and coffee and McDonald's while I sat there for 3 days, and
Mhm.
I never got up off the couch. I mean, I just did what I had to do and painted all these paintings. So they all have a similar kind of look to them.
Wow. So, I also wanted you to also take this opportunity, Jeannie, to introduce your book to among as many people as possible. Now, what would you tell people who would like to read your book?
Well, the book is not hard to read. I mean, it's more of a meditation book. You can
Mm-hmm.
leave it on your coffee table, and you can pick one image and talk about that one image. The other thing about my book is that I kind of created some other images. I created prints, and I also created greeting cards. So those are also available on my website. And then I
Mm-hmm.
also created a line of jewelry, and the jewelry is a
Oh.
very simple image of Mary. It comes in a
Mm-hmm.
pendant, it comes in earrings, a ring, and a bangle.
Wow, a
So,
complete set of jewelry. That's beautiful.
and it's it's a very it's not like a medal that, a holy medal that you would wear. It's more like a formal jewelry item, but you know that it symbolizes Mary just because of the simplicity of the line and the design of it.
Wow. So after all, it's like more. It's more than fashion.
Absolutely. Some people, maybe they don't want to wear a blessed medal with their,
Hmm.
a nice outfit, and they want to still have Mary with them. Mary always, leads us to her son, so we want to always, have that with us.
Absolutely. Wow. So yes, Jeannie, you know what? Rewriting this book, we wanted to say thank you, and of course, again, me personally, the devotion you have for our, of course, one and only makes this book an inspiring, and of course, it's like the beautiful work of art with all the with all the illustrations you have in your book. This is truly inspirational. Thank you so much for gracing with us today, Jeannie, and of course, all right, everyone. Jeanne Tiefenbach-Henderson, author of the book Madonna of the Ways. Jeanne Tiefenbach-Henderson, author of the book Madonna of Her Ways. Her book is again available in Amazon.com and her website, jeanniehenderson.com. And of course, again, you may follow her on all the social media platforms she have. Again, thank you so much, Jeannie, for gracing us today. As we say here in Reader's Magnet, we share your story with the world.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much, Jeannie.
Thank you.